2022 started in Cardiff, with the Welsh capital playing host to the Fitzpatrick Cup.
As always, Cambridge, Oxford and Birmingham universities brought along a strong collective of male and female footballers.
The Fitzpatrick Cup has been going since 2015. We did have 1 year without a match due to COVID, so this is our 7th year. Any university can enter the Fitzpatrick Cup. You don't have to be competing in the university league, so any university across Europe can come and join.
Every single person was making incredible tackles. Even in the forward line, the tackles in the forward line are so good.
With Cardiff Met returning for the second time, Queen's University Belfast were making their debut, becoming the first ever Northern Irish team to compete in the Fitzpatrick Cup. A significant milestone for Aussie rules in the UK.
Oxford Women's were too strong for the opposition, winning all their matches en route to the final, while Queens emerged victorious in the men's competition. Well done, everyone.
In April, we headed to Amsterdam for the Champions League, hosted by AFL Netherlands.
11 men's teams and 10 women's teams arrived at Amsterdam Sportpark de Eendracht. In the women's competition, the Cork Vikings sailed home, defeating Northern Ireland's East Coast Eagles.
In the men's, the Amsterdam Devils overcame the North London Lions. The Devils were deserving winners, earning consecutive Champions League victories in their hometown.
Later in April, we were in France for the return of the yearly Aussie rules matchup between the Australian Spirit and French national side. Conducted as part of the annual Australia Week celebrations held in Villers-Bretonneux.
Measure the feeling, the emotion around this event in Zach, especially since this year with our new coach, Jason Dean, who is himself Australian and had relatives, family here who died during the war. So it's really important as well to us to play this game and to be present here in Villers-Bretonneux.
The clear theme was the Anzac history and the reasons why we're here on this particular weekend. That was sort of what we focused on before the match in all of our conversations, really drawing back to the purpose of what we're doing here. And I guess you could say the footy almost took a backward seat.
The competitive fire was lit underneath both the French and the Australian outfits as they prepare for the first bounce. Despite the air of competition, the foremost factors present were those of mateship, unity and goodwill.
This is such an important place for Australia and our connections with World War I, and to be able to come over here and play and represent, play in memory of my Uncle Jack in the 50th Battalion, buried not too far from here, and on behalf of Australians and the Indigenous population that came over here and fought in World War I, it's magic, really, magic.
In June, we had the Euro Cup, seeing 24 national teams journey to Edinburgh, Scotland. In extremely windy conditions, 60 matches took place across 4 pitches to crown the 2022 Euro Cup men's and women's champions. Over 400 players, coaches, volunteers, umpires and fans witnessed a special day of footy in the wake of the recent pandemic.
Special doesn't come close to it, you know. Obviously we were a bit saddened when it was delayed due to COVID, but coming back after 10 years, the game itself has grown. You see that in the quality of the players and the amount of people that are here as well. And you know, it's such a great day. So we'll see how it holds up for the rest of the day.
After a fantastic day of testing footy, the formidable Irish Banshees took the women's crown.
While in the men's, the English Dragon Slayers held off an inspired German Eagles side whose celebrations and team spirit became infectious till the end.
No, it's been a fantastic event. We started at 5 a.m. this morning. We were all day yesterday setting up. It has been a very windy day, but the weather's held up in Scotland. I keep saying it's a winter sport and it's summer here, so you know, it's 50-50. But they've had a fantastic day. All the teams and matches have been really competitive. A few upsets, which is good. We like to change up the scoreboard a little bit.
In September, Australian football returned to the heart of Paris under the Eiffel Tower, centred around building a bigger profile for Australia's national game. The day saw 75 footballers from 7 French Aussie rules clubs play 10 exhibition matches.
We have a cooperation here with with AFL France, and we cooperated with them last year and then again this year, and we have a lot of families in our own community. Well, we like supporting all Australians here in France in all the different domains right across across different culture areas, sport, in business. So we try to reach out and work with Australians wherever they are here in France. And AFL France is no different. We've done the day here last year, again this year, and certainly we look forward to working with them and supporting AFL again in the future.
So we are training for the Croatia tournament that's coming in October. So we are trying to find new players, as normally we play 9 against 9, and in Croatia we will be playing 18 against 18. So we are trying new players and like just seeing each other again.
For the last of our 2022 events, we were in Zagreb, Croatia for the European Championships. For many squads, this presents an opportunity for a rare foray into 18-a-side footy. Whilst Team GB were hoping to capitalise on their superior 18s experience against teams still in their full format infancy.
In the women's final, the Banshees defeated the Swans of Great Britain.
While we saw the underdogs in the French Cockerels fall short to the Irish Warriors.
To find your nearest club in Europe, head to afleurope.org/find your club.
We would love to see you get involved in 2023 and join the AFL community.